Greetings. Today I'm continuing my Dark Souls playthrough, and thank you to everyone who left a comment in... I keep saying description, but it's not, it's the comments section. Yeah, so as I stated, I'm going to continue along this. I'm not necessarily going to do anything too tricky or anything like that. I'm not going to do any of the massive shortcuts. Well, I might, it depends on how the game's going and all a bunch of different things like that. So the next big boss that I've got to fight are the twin gargoyles. Now they're fine. Oh, and I might... Oh, should I do it? Yes, I'm going to do it. Alright, so this is Solaire. Now you can summon him to help you in a bunch of different fights and all that fun stuff. But I want to be Solaire, so... Stab. Stab. Solaire, I am becoming you. Accept it. Accept your fate. Did everyone else just see the... Solaire! There we go. Alright. There we go. Now that's also very controversial because no one likes killing Solaire. I do because I'm picking up all of his armor, his weapon, his sword, and I'm becoming Solaire. I am Solaire. Oh wow, his speed. You know what? Right. I'll skip this part, but in the next minute you'll see me and I'll be back where I climbed up the spiral staircase just before the Kappa demon. I will be fighting I can't remember his name. I'll explain it when I get there. Alright, so I have arrived. So this door that I didn't go through leads down all the way this big spiral. And I still can't remember his name. He fights with a dragon's tooth. Oh, Hale. Yeah, Hale. I need his ring, so I'm going to fight him. He's got massive armor and a dragon's tooth, and it hurts if he hits you. So I'm going to help my odds out here by giving myself the quick roll. I'll wear Solaire's helmet. I am still somewhat Solaire. Alright. So I need to backstab him to deal any decent damage. So I think I might just skip this until I've beaten him, because this is going to take a while as it will do fuck all damage. Alright, so I just defeated Hal and that took way too much time. I do so little damage, and as you can see I did have to change my gear set out because he can one-shot you instantly. When he's got his two-handed attack, he just one-shots you if he gets you. Now, the strategy is to, of course, backstab him. Now, I needed a lot more powerful weapon because he was taking, like, no damage. And even this weapon, my strongest weapon as of the moment, is only doing about 30 damage with a back... They call it the backstab, but in this case it's the back club animation. Which is insane. It usually does about 100 or so. So that's how strong he is. Now, the reason why I wanted to do that was for his ring. And why would I want his ring? Well, his ring boosts your maximum equipment load, and not by a small amount. So before I was unable to roll at all in this without thing. And now I can somewhat roll in it a little better. I'm going to use a little shortcut here just because I don't want to go through everything. There's a little part where you have to fight rats. Now if they hit you, they put poison on you. It's annoying. You waste everything. So I'm taking this path here. Now there's a few ways to get to this location. Now the one that I like doing is the Black Knight Halberd run. Now I'm going to see if I can acquire that weapon. And you all might be wondering, if you haven't played the game, you might be wondering what's so special about that. Well, in the game, the Black Knights were, originally they were the Silver Knights that went with the Lord of Cinder, and they all got burnt, and yada yada yada. They were his most loyal knights. Now, the Black Knight Halberd is my personal favourite. It's a halberd, which is a pretty strong weapon. Run away, to begin with. Now, the reason why I'm running is I need to sit here so I can reset, just in case I die. And the chances of me getting this halberd are, like, phenomenal. They're like, there's no chance. While I'm here, though, I will level up my dexterity to 14, that up to 19. Yes. That way I should deal a lot more damage, and I know that if I do get the halberd, it needs to be about 24 strength or something like that. A very, very, very high number. Okay, you're not supposed to be up there. Game's breaking on me. That's fantastic. Now let's see if he's back yet. Ah, yeah, there he is. Now, the strategy to this fight is to try and backstab him off the edge. Ow. Come back. Doing 58 damage now, which isn't too bad. Fight me! I didn't necessarily want to kick. Well, at least I know he can't physically get in the cave now. I just thought he stopped being aggro if you went in the cave. Not that he physically couldn't get in there. Which seems weird to me personally, because if you're at this point, I don't think they expected you to be here at a low level. Okay, so it looks like I'm just going to defeat this Black Knight, rather than kicking him off the edge. Okay, so the strategy is supposed to be kick him off the edge. And if you fail, I, as you can probably tell, have not played this in ages, and so I am very rusty at my different skills and a few other things like that. So it looks like I'm just going to have to defeat him normally. Not the fastest, but also not the worst. Chop. I love, like, this sword here, the straight sword. Specifically Solaire's straight sword. Now, people kind of wonder why you would ever attack Solaire, as his gear is not really that good. But I believe that... See, you do that. Oh, and I got it! Yes! Alright, so I've got the Black Knight Halberd, which is what I'm basically going to use for the rest of this run. 32 strength and 18 dexterity. So... yeah. Sorry, as I was stating, people would wonder why you would get Solaire stuff, but I believe the damage scaling on it. So as you upgrade your weapons, they do more and more. I believe Solaire stuff gets pretty good. Now, I'm probably going to keep wearing, using Solaire's shield, as it is pretty good. Now, the shield I just picked up then, you might be wondering why I would not equip that. That is the Grass-Crested Shield. It gives you a stamina boost. It basically allows you to regen stamina at a faster rate, which sounds like a pretty good thing, except for its physical resistance is not 100%. So it's good if you're just going to roll around, which I tend to do, but I do also like my shield to be able to stop anything that I might have a problem with. Now this is also where you can get some more armor and some arrow stuff. So, yeah. Now, the Black Knight Halberd stuff, the problem with upgrading that, normal stuff requires Titanite and Titanite shards and all that. Black Knight Halberd requires Twinkling Titanite. It's not the easiest substance to come along in the game. Well, not at this level anyway. At a little later date, you find the merchant and he sells you Twinkling Titanite. So that gave me 2 Twinkling Titanite, which is amazing. It means that I should be able to upgrade twice. Now, it will cost a lot. And the problem with it is I'm going to have a slight problem. I can't get to level 30. I'm level 20, which means I meet the minimum two-handed requirement of strength. So if I get my dexterity properly, then I should be fine. Now in here, you basically just run past everything because they will really, really hurt, as you can notice. Now, there's a slight problem again. You're not supposed to be here yet. You're supposed to go through a whole thing, and I need to go and get the... I believe it is referred to as the key to the depth, which is way further back, and then back near that bridge. Now, that bridge had a dragon on it and everything like that. So, this is the blacksmith. Yes, I know everyone wants to do that Markiplier. Where's the blacksmith? But he's there. Then there's also a person who can upgrade your weapon in New Orlando. In the first episode I did, where I went down to the bottom and picked up the other sword that I wanted to use, that's actually a location where you can upgrade. There's a dude in a prison cell. But you need to have the, well, stuff to begin with. So you can kill him to get his hammer if you wish, and then just upgrade from the other one, but I wouldn't really recommend it. Alright, so it requires 2,000 each. Ooh. And how much do I need to... 1,000, and I need... a dexterity of 18. So I need another 4. Alright, so I'm going to quickly come out here. I'm going to kill the Onion Knight. Now, again, I'm killing all these characters, but they do drop stuff. So I can... Should I not? Because it depends. I can either equip the Ring of Favor, which gives you extra health and stamina, or I can kill him, which gives me a boost in everything. Lightning, fire, magic, and physical resistance. So the question is, which is more important to me? And I'm probably going to say no. So I'm going to quickly run up and show you a few things. Okay, so there's something cool. If you heard that, that's a bell. That means some other player has just rung the bell of awakening. One of them, at least. Now, every time someone rings a bell, you can hear it, which I find really, 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 really cool. Now, I'm not going to fight the bell gargoyles just yet. I'm going to show you the shortcut and all that first. Now, up here. Stabby. See? 125 damage is what this is doing. And it's about the same strength as what my club really was. But I was only doing about 30 damage against Havel. I don't know how to pronounce his name. If anyone is being annoyed by my pronunciation of his name, leave a message in the description. Why do I keep saying description? Leave a message down below of just how to pronounce it properly, and I will do that to the best of my abilities. Now, this dude here, he will drop a Titanite shard, which is what you use to upgrade normal weapons. Now, as I'm using the Black Knight Halberd, I'll probably be using his Titanite Shard to upgrade the shield. So, when you upgrade a shield, there's something else that happens. As you upgrade a shield, you also upgrade its stability, which means less stamina use when blocking an attack. Which is insanely important, because some of the big hitting enemies, they get to hit multiple times with a super strong weapon. But if they take all your stamina away, they just go straight through your... Okay. The character just randomly kicked. Now see, he's knocked all of my stamina away, and if he did another strong attack, that would be basically most of my health gone. Alright, so I just defeated him. Now up here you'll find a Firekeeper Soul, and I'll show you what to do with that. And there's the Titanite Shard. So that person works for Seath, the Scaleless, which is a later on boss. He basically looks for maidens and a few other things for him. Yeah, Seath's a weird person. Anyway, so this is the elevator. You have to activate it. Once you activate it, it allows you to go back to the asylum and all that. So yeah. That's basically all you really need if you want to get back to the asylum. You'll roll onto that and that. Now, I will probably go back after I defeat the Bell Gargoyles, just to get a ring to show people down at the bottom of Blight Town. There's a horrible poison liquid that's very hard to get through and very slow going. There's actually a rusty iron ring, which gives you better footing. And that doesn't sound very good until you realize that basically means anything that would slow you down doesn't anymore. Tar, oil, etc. Poison, doesn't matter. So now we're back here. Boo. So that's him talking about the Bells of Awakening. So this is the Firekeeper. Now if I give her the Firekeeper Soul, she will reinforce my Estus Flask, which means I get more health. Now, she cannot talk. You can eventually talk to her if you get the Witch Covenant Ring. That's basically all there is to it. Now, if you do not kill... I can't remember his name. Lord someone. He's in a prison cell up in the tower. You'll find that, for lack of a better word, he ends up killing her, and this is no longer functional until you get it back, etc, etc, which is annoying because I tend to use this one the most. So I shall leave this episode here. I shall grind a little bit so I can use the Black Knight Halberd, and so the next episode it might be a little bit further on, just so you don't have to watch me grind. So if you like this video, if you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. If you've got any tips or tricks for me to make my videos more enjoyable, leave them in the comments. And as for that, I'll see you all later.